Happy Monday, and hope your week is off to a great start. I know mine is, and I'm glad you are with us on this day. At the beginning of the story of the Lord's Supper in Luke, Jesus says that he has looked forward to this moment to share the supper with his disciples. You know what I thought about when I read that passage? Anytime the relationship goes to the next level, there's dinner. You ever thought about that? Okay, you see a cute girl. You meet her at the library first. You go get ice cream first. Oh, but when you take her out to dinner, now the relationship is an entirely different level. And if you stay in that relationship, sooner or later she's going to say to you, or he will say to you, why don't we go home and meet my parents and we'll have dinner with my parents? Uh-oh, whoa, you know what that means. I know what that means. This relationship is going to go to an entirely different level. And so Christ invites his disciples to gather with him at this table to share the supper. Why? Because this relationship is about to go to an entirely different level. Think about it. They heard Jesus teaching around Capernaum, and they had seen him maybe even do a miracle or two before he called them. They had been following him for 3 years. Can you imagine trying to put together an inventory of everything they had heard, everything they'd seen, everything they'd witnessed? The brilliance of Jesus, the power of Jesus. And now they're gathered in this small upper room. They know what's going on. The politics of Jerusalem are all abuzz about Jesus and how dangerous he is now, and maybe he's in fear for his life. On and on it goes. This is a very touchy time. And Jesus says, I'm glad you're here because we're going to share the supper. We're going to break bread. We're going to share the cup. And our relationship is going to go to an entirely different level because you're going to see firsthand God's redemption of the world. You're going to see what God is willing to do to bring humanity back into a right relationship with him. You're going to understand what lengths God is willing to go to so that you and I can be found and not lost. You're going to see the suffering of God's own Son up close and personal. You will never forget what you see in these moments ahead. You will understand in a way you haven't understood what I have taught you. You will see the meanings of things that I've showed you that have confused you. Now they're finally going to make sense because our relationship is going to go to an entirely different level. I hope you were able to share the Lord's Supper with us yesterday, but if you weren't, remember, it is these simple elements that Jesus chose to remind us of who he is and what he means to us. A simple piece of bread, a simple cup. Things we use every day. And every time you do, you remember that you were invited to this dinner, that Jesus could not wait to share this supper with you because your relationship is about to go to an entirely different level. Think about it. I'll give you about 60 seconds, and I'll see you tomorrow.